is Shannon from Skip to My Life. We're talking all about Dollar Tree DIYs to create a brand new patio. Whether you have a tiny budget or a tiny space, these will work. Let's see how much we can save by creating some simple patio decor with things from Dollar Tree and compare our savings to items we'd find on Amazon. Now we're going to start out with the simple patio table. It requires just 3 items: a pizza pan, a stool, and some epoxy. But I wanted this to be extra sturdy, so I went to my thrift store and I found these really sturdy metal chargers, but you can very easily just use pizza pans for this. So I am spray painting these black, which you absolutely don't have to do. Next, we're unwrapping those stools from Dollar Tree and using the epoxy to securely adhere those tops to the stools. I'm not going to lie, this epoxy is not my favorite thing to work with. It is a little bit tricky because you have to squeeze both of those syringes at the same time and then mix the fluid. So I started out by doing it in a tray, and then I just went right to the platter that I was using and mixed it directly on there. The really important thing is that you secure it with some bricks and allow it some time to dry. A nearly identical outdoor stool on Amazon costs $33, so the savings is really remarkable. This is Shannon from Skip to My Life, where we love to talk about living an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget. Before I review Dollar Tree garden tools for you, I wanted to show you how my seeds from Dollar Tree are doing. So these are some radish seeds, which I just potted in little pots from Dollar Tree. And as you can see, they work really well. In my last video, I showed you this mix and match garden tool set that Dollar Tree has just released. So I selected a rake and a shovel, 2 handles, and also the storage system. Now each of these pieces comes with a little plastic guard, so make sure that you remove that. And once you do, you'll be able to screw those handles securely onto whatever piece you choose. I decided to test out these long-handled tools on a little project. I wanted to transplant a plant from one garden bed to another. It's not a difficult project, and so I thought I'd give these guys a try. I absolutely love the rake, especially this long handle. If you have mobility issues, you're not able to reach down or get down on the floor, it's wonderful. However, the shovel, as many of you commented and pointed out, is not so sturdy. It does bend back, and you will see that as we continue. These Dollar Tree garden tools would be ideal if you live in a small space and you just want one handle and don't have a lot of room to store your garden implements. I can recommend the rake options, but I wouldn't recommend this shovel option. It's just not sturdy enough. Dollar Tree has given us storage for all kinds of things similar to this little rack, but this one is color-coded for gardening. Now, I didn't want to screw it into my door, so I attached it with something less permanent, but I have to say it works beautifully, and it's a great space to use that on the back of the door. As you can see, this is a great savings from what you could find with a similar item on Amazon, and you could certainly buy 3 or 4 of these racks for much less than what they're charging. My husband and I downsized from a 6-bedroom home to a rental property about a fourth that size, and this is our story. Well, even if you don't shop Dollar Tree for anything else, I highly recommend you pick up some solar lights there. Everything but the most basic lights are going to be much less than you would pay anywhere else. And every year, Dollar Tree releases brand new styles. YouTubers are raving about these Dollar Tree hanging lanterns, and I found them at a local Dollar Tree and snapped up quite a few for a friend of mine who was redoing her patio. Not only are these lanterns super cute, but they come with their own hook included, so this is a wonderful bargain, and we wanted something that was going to make a big splash on a tiny budget. To activate the solar function on these lanterns, turn the cap, remove the orange tab, and then replace that cap on the grid lines. As you can see, these lanterns are a huge savings over anything you can find on Amazon, and at these prices, you don't have to worry about buying them in multiples. We were able to line the back of that hill and her pathway with these adorable lanterns, and by day you don't really notice them, but in the evening it puts on a beautiful display. If you're new to Skip to My Life, a big welcome. Don't forget to comment below and let me know how we found each other. If you have a Dollar Tree Plus section in your local store, you'll notice these lanterns that sell for $5. Now, as you can see, the price online for something comparable is much more, and I love the flickering look of this lantern. I have to say I'm pretty picky about my outdoor mats because I have bought a few that were made of this core material and fallen apart and shed, and then some of them just aren't heavy enough to stay put in the wind. So in the Dollar Tree Plus section for $5, I found this really sturdy heavy mat, and as you can see, it compares at a much higher price point on Amazon. Even if you're not going on vacation this summer, there's no reason you can't create a beautiful backyard retreat on a teeny tiny budget, even if you have a very small space. This is the before of our back patio. Now, my husband and I love to sit out here in the morning and sip our coffee, and I decided that it was high time we did a few upgrades, starting by cleaning this area. Now, all those fluttery things you see flying around are not snowflakes. We have a giant cottonwood tree, which you will see in some further pictures. If you have a cottonwood tree, I give you my sympathies, but it's that time of year where we are seeing that cotton everywhere in our yard. So this was pretty challenging video to make for you all, but I definitely felt like it was worth it. Buying brand new patio chairs was not in the budget, so I decided to try this new Rust-Oleum spray paint. It comes with different nozzle sizes. The larger 4 I used for the seat of those rocking chairs, and the smaller 1 nozzle I used for the armrests. These types of mesh chairs take spray paint really well, and it looks like a brand new deck chair. Purchasing an outdoor rug is one of the best things that you can do to really jazz up your outdoor decor. Now, I'm going to compare what I found at Michael's to what I found at Walmart, and you all can vote and tell me which one is your favorite. If you're coming back to Skip to My Life, welcome back, and don't forget that if you're getting some good ideas today, let me know by clicking that like thumbs up button. This first look is a little bit bold and bright, and so I am loving that pop of color in what was otherwise a pretty drab deck. At a similar price point, Walmart had another rug. Now, this rug was much smaller than the one I found at Michael's, but it is really hard to beat Walmart's price for outdoor pillows. All these pillows are just $5 each. If you want links to each of these things that you see me showing here, click on the ... more, and it will take you to my drop-down menu where you'll find the links to everything. The trend in planters this year is terracotta that's been painted white or a neutral color, but it needs to have some texture. So I actually found a pot that I already had in that terracotta color, and for the cost of a can of spray paint, I was able to update this to this year's trend. It's in that sweet spot of spring where we don't have a lot of mosquitoes yet, but I know they are sure to come as summer creeps in. So I decided this year I was going to buy a citronella plant to see if it works to keep those mosquitoes away. I love the citrusy smell of this plant, but it's not the most attractive and beautiful. So I went to Michael's and found some of these water-resistant silk flowers to help me out. Not only do these add some color, but it is almost impossible to tell they're not real, especially from a distance. With our little hack of spray painting the pot we already had, we saved over $20. Dollar Tree porch and patio decor would not be complete without one of their signature hummingbird feeders. Now, did you know that these exact feeders retail for so much more on Amazon? So this is a huge savings. The friend that I gave this bird feeder to let me know today that she saw her first hummingbird. So yes, they do attract birds. I found this adorable lattice cutout bird feeder at Michael's and decided I would just spray paint it a light coat of white and protective spray paint. Now don't worry, I thoroughly aired this out, so none of that is going to hurt the birds. I used my Dollar Tree garden extender hook to make this little bird feeder really easy to reach and refill, and now I can't wait till I can see some birds. Can you believe our Dollar Tree outdoor patio redo saved us over $300? And just in case you forgot, here is before and now. Here is our gorgeous patio update. I decided I wanted to go with those beautiful, bold, and contrasting colors with the set from Michaels, and we've been enjoying this area ever since. Bella has some shout outs for your fur baby friends, and in my last video, I asked you to leave me the names of your fur babies, and you all really responded, so thank you for that. Here's hoping you have a wonderful outdoor season, and do not forget, today, my friends, is not the end of your story, so do not give up.